Hey guys, we're back. We're in Leviticus chapter 25, talking about that beautiful concept of the year of Jubilee, a year of celebration, a year of rest, a year of restoration. I want to suggest to you too that it's a year of renewal. Renewal. Now, there's so many things that need to be renewed in today's world, but in a spiritual sense, one of the greatest things that we need to renew is the renewing of our covenant relationship with Jesus. That's why Jesus often says, do this in remembrance of me, the communion service that we have. He knows we've got short memories, and he knows that it's good for us to renew and remind ourselves of the commitment that we made to Christ. It's this that gives longevity to your relationship with God. It's this constant reminder of who he is, his claim upon my life, and my relationship and my claim to commitment to him. Do it often, do it well, and renew those commitments. But I want to take you to another thought today, and it comes out of 2 Kings chapter 23, and it's the story of Josiah, that young king who came to rule, and in the midst of the turmoil and the destruction of the temple, somebody found the book of the law, took it to Josiah, and said, Josiah, look what I found. And Josiah opens the book of the law, and he begins to read. Man, this is what God wants for us. We've neglected the laws of God. So it says he called all the people, and he stood before them, and they read the entire book of the law, which would in those days have been basically the first 5 books of the Bible. They read the law. And then it says this, very strangely. It says, and then Josiah, standing by the pillar, renewed his covenant and the covenant of Israel with God. And I thought, well, I can understand him renewing the covenant, but what's the pillar got to do with it? Why would he stand against a pillar in order to make the covenant? Now, there might be a couple of other theories, but I have one. I wonder if it's not because that pillar is a reminder. You see, he would have gone to the temple often, many times, and he would have walked past that pillar often, many times. And when he stood at that pillar and when he saw it, he would have been reminded about the covenant that he had made with God. He wanted a physical thing that he could look at and see and be reminded of the covenant that he had made with Israel to God. So I think there's something here for us. I don't think we should make idols or make icons of anything. I don't think that's a cool thing at all. And we're told not to do that. But there are some things in life that can become good reminders. Have a look at when Joshua crossed the Jordan River and God said to him, take 12 stones, put it in the river, take 12 stones out, put them on the side. And Joshua is saying, Lord, why would I do that? And God says to him, so that when you walk past here with your grandchildren and your grandchildren see that pile of stones or that altar or that tree that you have planted, when they see those things, they're going to say, hey, Dad or Grandpa, what is this pile of stones doing here? And then you will have the opportunity to tell them exactly what happened. You will be reminding yourself by reminding them and telling them of the great things that God has done. Every one of us would benefit incredibly from a physical reminder of something like that. And so God is saying here that we need to find those things. Find your own. I've got mine. And whenever I visit a particular place, if I go to a particular place, I remember what took place at that place, and I remind myself that I'm in covenant with Jehovah God. And it's that keeps our faith alive. It's that keeps us going in the right direction as we place these milestones along the road of our lives, reminders of who God is and what he has done in our lives. I hope that you can find one. I hope that you can find maybe a physical reminder of something that reminds you that you have a covenant relationship with God. In the blood covenant, they would have put scars in their hands to signify the shed blood. So every time that a man who had gone into a blood covenant saw his hand or his arm, he would see the scar, and he would be reminded by seeing that physical thing, man, there's the scar that tells me that I'm in covenant with Jehovah God. I have a blood covenant partner. Think about that. Make it real in your life. It has certainly helped me in mine. It's just a little object lesson to keep us on track. but have a good day. Bye-bye.